With high pressure over the area on this Thursday, a much better day. Sure, some patchy fog this morning, but with a southwest wind kicking up this afternoon combined with some welcome sunshine, afternoon highs surging back into the 80s. We do have that frontal boundary that's going to slide through late this evening overnight, but it will bring some really comfortable air and lots of sunshine closing out the week. An extended stretch of dry weather on the way and the much advertised summer heat that's really going to be kicking in next week. You see here on our Max HC radar and satellite, a little bank of cloudiness early. The sun has returned, but you see a few returns on the radar here with that frontal boundary diving through the Ohio Valley. Now, the more concentrated area of rain and storms between Cincinnati and Columbus and points northward here, you have to keep in mind at the surface, we are still pretty dry, and so there's going to be a lot to overcome as that front moves in. Thus, the isolated to scattered showers expected later in the evening. Looking good with our Bluegrass Pace Care Skyview HC Camera Network. Richmond EKU got a bit of a west-southwest wind, 10 to 15, 81 there, into the low 80s in most locations. So looking good and feeling good for the time being. And again, not a whole lot of moisture. And believe it or not, as that front moves through, even drier air will follow suit. And that's going to set us up for a really nice Friday. You see that darker green here? That's moisture pooling just ahead of that front. But back behind it, as things lighten up, that's, again, even drier air that will follow suit for the day on Friday as another area of high pressure builds in. So you see the heavier rainfall through the eastern Great Lakes, northern central part of the Ohio Valley. We're just kind of on the tail end here. So don't be surprised mid to late evening if we see a few scattered showers. Can't rule out an isolated rumble of thunder, but I think for the most part we'll be in good shape. Tomorrow morning, low 60s here in the Bluegrass down south. A little bit of cloudiness may linger temporarily, but check out tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, upper 70s to right around 80, and adding to the comfort factor, look at the muggy meter, super duper low before it climbs up a bit into next week. And that, of course, coincides nicely with the beginning of high school football season tomorrow. A perfect evening for it. Mid-70s at kickoff for the majority of the games, upper 60s by the time we're said and done. Showed you this last half hour. This is in the Pacific, but it's relevant to our weather because that's what's going to drive the train with pushing that big area of high pressure, that heat dome, our way as the strong hurricane heads toward the Baja of California. That's going to push all that heat and high pressure in that dome eastward, and it's just going to set right over the central and eastern part of the country much of next week, keeping us in the heat. And also with that high pressure, you get sinking air, and of course that means the lack of rainfall. Notice everything's just kind of around the high, but we are in the dry zone, not even looking at any isolated to scattered storms popping up with the heating of the day, even though it will be plenty hot. 62, breezy, a few showers, mainly late this evening, early part of the overnight. Good looking Friday. 79, lots of sunshine, really nice. Good start to the weekend, 84, but we do start to kick that heat in on Sunday. I think our hottest days right now look to be Monday and Tuesday. Afternoon highs into the mid-90s, even with a little bit of humidity. It is possible we could see those heat indices even above 100 part of next week.